Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about oxides of sulfur. As we know, we have come across in previous classes classification of oxides, types of oxides. Under that, you have come across metallic oxides, non-metallic oxides, amphoteric oxides, metallic oxides, etc. Under non-metallic oxides, you have come across oxides of nitrogens, and today we are going to discuss about the oxides of sulfur, and you have already come across oxides of carbon. So sulfur oxides are oxides of sulfur. Sulfur oxides are more form are present. You can see that sulfur monoxide, types of sulfur monoxide, SO, sulfur dioxide SO2, sulfur trioxide SO3, sulfur heptaoxide S2O7, sulfur monoxide SO, oxidation number +2, sulfur dioxide SO2, oxidation number +4, sulfur trioxide SO3, oxidation number +6, sulfur heptaoxide, oxidation number +7. Now come to preparation and properties of sulfur monoxide. Sulfur monoxide, it is an inorganic compound. As you know, it found in nature in dilute gas phase and it can be condensed to S2O2. This gas is rarely encountered in nature. And the preparation of sulfur monoxide, sulfoxide, ethylene sulfoxide, when subjected to heating, it is giving ethylene plus sulfur monoxide. Ethylene sulfoxide, when subjected to heating, it is giving ethylene plus sulfur monoxide. If you look at the properties, thermodynamically it is unstable. Okay, so it is using to insert the sulfur in alkenes and alkynes. Now come to the structure of sulfur monoxide. If you look at that, between the sulfur and oxygen there is a double bond. One sigma and one pi bond is present, and bond length is that 148.1 picometers. And if you look at the hybridization, there is a sp hybridization. On oxygen atom there are two lone pair of electrons. Formula of sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide SO2, it is toxic in nature and released from volcanic activities. Preparation of sulfur dioxide. When copper is treated with a concentrated sulfuric acid, we are going to get copper sulfate plus SO2 plus 2H2O. When sulfur is subjected to burning in the presence of air or oxygen, we are going to get exothermic reaction. And iron sulfide, when treated with the oxygen, you are going to get ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Metallic sulfides, zinc sulfide, mercuric sulfide, when treated with the oxygen, we are going to get metallic oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Zinc sulfide gives reacting with sulfur oxygen and giving zinc oxide plus sulfur dioxide. Mercuric sulfide reacting with oxygen giving that ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide. When calcium sulfate is treated with the carbon, you are going to get the 2 moles of calcium oxide plus sulfur dioxide plus carbon dioxide. In first case, calcium sulfate subjected to heating, it dissociated to give calcium oxide plus sulfur dioxide plus oxygen. In second case, when calcium sulfate is treated with the carbon, you are going to get calcium oxide plus sulfur dioxide plus carbon dioxide. Now come to physical properties of sulfur dioxide. As you know, sulfur dioxide is a colorless gas, which is a poisonous gas, and it is a pungent and suffocating odor. What do you mean pungent and suffocating? It has the one kind of smell and suffocating. It is heavier than air. That is the reason it blocks the lungs. It causes the respiratory disorders. And it can be liquefied at minus 100 degrees centigrade at 1 atmospheric pressure. It can be freezed at minus 72 degrees centigrade. It acts as a Lewis acid. It acts as a Lewis acid. Now, properties of sulfur dioxide. Stability, if you look at thermal stability, sulfur dioxide is stable, and it is on heating. Sulfur dioxide gives sulfur trioxide plus sulfur. Combustion or burning. Sulfur dioxide, when treated with the magnesium, we are going to get magnesium oxide plus sulfur. And when sulfur dioxide is treated with the carbon, we are going to get carbon dioxide plus sulfur. Hydrolysis. Sulfur dioxide, when dissolved in water, you are going to get sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid. Acidic nature of sulfur dioxide. Sodium hydroxide treated with the SO2, you are going to get sodium bisulfate. And if you take the excess amount of base, then you are getting sodium sulfite. Sulfur dioxide is reacting with the barium oxide and giving that barium sulfate. Barium sulfate. Now come to structure of sulfur dioxide. If you look at the structure, it has the V shape, and sulfur atom is located at the center. Two oxygen atoms are attached to the sulfur, and due to presence of lone pair on sulfur and oxygens, there is a repulsion. Due to repulsion bond, it is V shape. Hybridization is that sp2 hybridization. And if you look at the number of sigma and pi bond, there are two sigma and two pi bonds. And in pi bonds, there is a pp overlap, one pp overlap pi bond, and another is that pd pi overlap. And bond length, if you look at that, 1.43 angstroms. Bond angle is 119.5 angstroms degrees. Dipole moment is 1.60. Sulfur trioxide. It is one more example of these oxides of sulfur. SO3. SO3 found in nature in vapor state and which is invisible. It has no odor. Sulfur trioxide can be transported in the liquid form. Preparation of sulfur trioxide. Sodium bisulfate NaHSO4 when subjected to heating, which gives Na2S2O7 plus water. Na2S2O7 is known as sodium thiosulfate. Na2S2O7 again dissociating to give Na2SO4 plus sulfur trioxide. Sodium sulfate plus sulfur trioxide. Next, industrial method. Sulfur trioxide is prepared from sulfur. There are the two steps. Sulfur is taken and subjected to burning in the presence of oxygen. Then sulfur is converted to sulfur dioxide. Again, this sulfur dioxide is converting into sulfur trioxide. In the second stage, conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide is a reversible reaction. Here, this reaction is carried out in the presence of catalyst at high pressure. Here, catalyst is using vanadium pentoxide at high pressure. So, this reaction is exothermic reaction. This reaction is exothermic reaction. Now, after getting the sulfur trioxide here catalyst vanadium pentoxide, which changes +5 state to +4 state. Here sulfur dioxide is changing to sulfur trioxide by reducing the vanadium +5 to vanadium +4. So after that, vanadium +4 is giving electron to the oxygen, again changing to the vanadium +5. This is the catalyst working. First vanadium is gaining electron from sulfur and again transferring to the electron to the oxygen. So vanadium pentoxide is the catalyst, is a reversible process. It is a exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Properties of sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide gas, when you pass into water, which is soluble in water, and is giving that product, that is sulfuric acid. But it is precaution to be taken that when you pass sulfur dioxide gas into water, you are getting to sulfuric acid. It is a very highly exothermic reaction. Lot of heat energy is releasing. It may lead to explosion. So that is the reason it is very precautions to be taken. When sulfur trioxide is subjected to heating at high temperature, it dissociates to give sulfur dioxide plus oxygen. Now, oxidizing properties of sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide, when treated with the hydrogen bromide, which gives the products water molecule sulfur dioxide plus bromine. Here bromide ion is reduced, bromine ion is oxidized to bromine atom. Here sulfur trioxide is reduced to sulfur dioxide. Is here sulfur oxidation state changing from +6 to the +4, bromine -1 to 0. When sulfur trioxide is treated with the SCl2, we are going to get a compound, that is SOCl2. SOCl2 is known as thionyl chloride. Thionyl chloride. Now, acidic nature of sulfur trioxide. As you know, calcium oxide, sodium oxide, they are metallic oxides. They are basic in nature. When you treat the calcium oxide, sodium oxide with sulfur trioxide, you are going to get calcium sulfate and sodium sulfate. Calcium sulfate and sodium. Now, structure of sulfur trioxide. If you look at the structure of sulfur trioxide, which is a planar triangular structure, and sulfur atom is located at the center and three oxygen atoms are attached to the sulfur. Hybridization is sp2 hybridization, and here between the sulfur and oxygen there are three sigma bonds, three pi bonds. Among the pi bonds, the orbital overlap is this. One is that pp overlap, two are pd overlap. Bond angle is 120 degrees and melting point is that 16.8 degrees centigrade. The dipole moment of sulfur dioxide is 0 because sulfur dioxide, sulfur and oxygen bond is though polar. Due to planar triangle structure, the net dipole moment of the molecule is 0. Now you can see the sulfur trioxide. Sulfur trioxide found in nature in various forms, that is alpha, gamma, beta, and alpha, gamma, beta sulfurs. You can see sulfur, gamma, sulfur trioxide is nothing but where three sulfur trioxide molecules are fused in cyclic form. You can see the here three sulfur trioxide molecules are in the cyclic form and cyclic form. So, which is stable up to 27 degrees centigrade, which is melting at 62.3 degree centigrade. Now, beta sulfur trioxide, it is fibrous in appearance and it is a polymer of sulfur and oxygen. It too has the no dipole moment. Now, sulfur trioxide alpha beta form are metastable and equally converted into alpha form. Sulfur trioxide got importance as well as it is also pollutant of gas. This is about the sulfur trioxide.